Nearly 200 years ago, a system of academies across New York set out to collect data on the state's climates and seasons. Equipped with thermometers, rain gauges and instructions for data collection, the school's principals and teachers, and even a few students, recorded temperature measurements and observations. When the robins were first seen, when the red maples bloomed, when the strawberries ripened, when the whe. 2 centuries later, a Portland State alum is using that same data to shed light on the effects of a changing climate and urbanization on the nature of our seasons. The group's findings evaluating changes in plant phenology, earlier leaf out and flowering, between time periods were published this spring in the Journal of Ecology. This study really resets the clock for biological response to climate change in North America, Battle said. The dataset provides phenology and temperature data that extend further back in time than any previously known dataset for the region, extending to years prior to or at the beginning of recent human-caused climate change. Battle and her co-researchers found that the majority of the 36 trees shrew. On average, plants flowered 10.5 days earlier and leafed out 19 days earlier in the contemporary period. Plants in urban areas advanced more rapidly than their rural counterparts overall, and insect-pollinated trees advanced more rapidly than wind-pollinated trees. The greatest rates of temperature sensitivity and change between time periods for flowering are seen in early season species, particularly trees. Changes in the timing of leaf-out are the most advanced for trees and shrubs in urban areas. If the red maple leaves out too early and those blossoms get frozen, then the bees that emerge and rely on that food source are going to be impacted. The cycle then continues for the organisms that rely on those bees and so forth. Knowing which species are more phenologically sensitive can also help inform conservation and management efforts, Battle said. Having a baseline now in the face of such rapid change is really critical, she said. And as she learned while leading phenology work with PSU undergraduates and other volunteer observers, it's not something you need extensive training to be able to do well. The discovery of the historical dataset was something out of Battle's wildest dreams, and it all started with a natural history book. Some of the early data made it into a volume of the Natural History of New York series. I started to dig into it thinking, oh, there's something in here that could be interesting, not realizing how many observations there were, he said. He then reached out to Battle, whose nonprofit Community Greenways Collaborative manages the New York Phenology Project, to partner on exploring how the historical dataset might be paired with more modern records for research. The New York Phenology Project, started by Battle in 2012, enlists the help of volunteer citizen scientists to collect data on the timing of seasonal changes in plants and pollinators in much the same way that the academies did. This paper is a testament to people who are engaged right now in citizen science not being able to know the full reach of their efforts, said Anna Duhan, the Cultural Research and Outreach Coordinator at the Hawthorne Valley Farmscape Ecology Program. Those people in the 1800s who were out there looking at those apple blossoms and dutifully recording it down had no idea that we would have the new relevance that came with climate change and the new need for that data to have a place comparatively with the citizen science data work that we're call. You're doing something that gets people engaged with the environment that you're trying to encourage them to save. In addition to Battle, Duhan and Vispo, the study's co-authors include Teresa Crimmins, Director for the USA National Phenology Network, Lilas Armstrong Davies with the Community G. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.